Tell who you are. We from.
Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, yo. Shout out to my man, O'Shea Jackson. Go to King's channel, show him some love. He has some things to say. I have some things to say. And in the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Hustle and motivate.
Of you ladies have conditioned men to not approach you. And you've conditioned men to treat you as if you didn't want to be bothered. So if you ever heard some guy say, "Why you look so mean? You should smile more." In essence, if that comes across to you, that's because you're unapproachable. You give off the unapproachable energy, the unapproachable vibe, which means you've been practicing on being unapproachable for a very long damn time.
It's likely black men were trying to get to know and approach black women that they found attractive.
That is so true. In today's dating, it's not like it was back in the 90s. When a man saw a woman that he liked and he found attractive, he approached her. If a woman found a man that she finds attractive and wanted to holler at, she would approach him. It wasn't a problem with man, woman approaching each other. We started seeing this shift change when it came to relationships. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. When did it all of a sudden become so damn transactional? A large number of individuals lost their way.
This advice told black women that your particular stance or facial expressions, even if you're not angry or upset, is deterring men from trying to get to know you.
I work at a club. My second job, I do security at a nightclub. And we get a bunch of women, that come to the club. And I see a bunch of dudes getting shot down, every night that I work. And I say that to say this, fellas. When you go to the club.
Let me just say this. I understand where the brother's coming from. I've done bouncing work at a lot of clubs. I've seen it. I've seen dudes get shot down trying to talk to women. I've seen dudes buy women drinks and shit goes nowhere. She'll end up ghosting him. She'll take the drink but ghost him. Going out to a club is not fun like it used to be. When you go out to a club, you was going to take something home to poke. You go to a club, it's a big social place. Men and women socialize. Let's be real about it. The club scene is dead, and we in 2025. The club scene is not fun like it used to. You link up, you meet someone, you have a common interest, you chilling, you conversating a little bit. After the club is over, you go to Denny's, you go to Norm's, you go to IHOP, you go to the Waffle House. And then after that, if she wanted to come over to your crib, you brought her to your crib. Or if she wanted you to come to her crib, go to her crib. Y'all do adult things, everybody was good. Then y'all set up a date and time where y'all can go out on a date. Shit was cool like that. Nowadays, we don't have that same vibe.
All right, if you want to go play pool, you just hang with your boys, whatever. Go to have a good time. Don't go to pick up women.
And I often notice that men are constantly getting shot down by women, so you're wasting your time by approaching them. He also didn't mention a race, but he just said, listen, you're better off just going out and having fun or playing pool. But if you're looking to get with women at the club, it's not really a great idea.
Not even at the church, especially nowadays. Probably back in the days, yeah. But nowadays, with so much going on, I mean, you do better just going out, doing your own thing, man. Go out, enjoy living your best life. Now, if you just happen to stumble across something and something catches you and approaches you, cool. Or you approach, cool. If not, cool. We all live to see another day.
I gotta spend money for a woman to talk to me or for me to tell a woman that I'm interested in getting to know her. You're in a grocery store and you see a woman that you're attracted to and that you're interested in and that you'd like to get to know. That same grocery store has $5 flowers. $5 flowers are gonna set you back financially that much? You cannot put your pride or ego aside just to take a risk for the woman that you're interested in.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's the wrong advice. If there's a woman that you want to talk to that catches your interest, approach her. However, that woman has to be approachable. I remember back in the 90s, they used to make songs about women walk around with their Grizzly on. I think the song was called Mean Mugging. Why walk around with your Grizzly on? That's not attractive, and you wonder why a man don't approach you.
She's taking a risk for even stopping and talking to you, not approaching her with entitlement, but leading with respect, not being aggressive, keeping a safe distance, asking her for her time and her energy, commenting her on her presence and not her body.
Now, agreed. It's all about your approach. But you know what? That's a two-way street too. A woman should be able to take that same approach, that same energy, and apply it to her when she approaches a man. See a man that you like, introduce yourself, give a compliment, exchange phone numbers, boom, there you go. This shit is not so damn difficult. A large number of women make it difficult where it don't need to be. All this other advice giving shit here, bullshit, that's the wrong advice. Ladies, don't follow that.
Being okay with no and walking away gracefully while thanking her for her time. Damn. It's just that simple.
And if we could hear what she's saying, she's basically like, look, if you want to ease, into the conversation and not seem like a creep, why don't you go ahead on and just buy like, a $5 bouquet or something like that, and that would make it better. And a woman agreed with her. Deanne says yes, because her time, energy, and attention are valuable. He can show her that he's serious and intentional by helping her out, by solving some problems, by wanting to make her day better, by wanting to make her smile, by lightening her load. It ain't rocket science. Huh? Girl, that seemed like a whole lot of science. The hell you talking about? A brother comments, he says, don't really care if a woman speaks to me or not. I'm just curious to know what store you're finding these flowers. Got him! She says Publix, Kroger's, Walmart, Trader Joe's. Another person goes, I'm not spending nothing to meet someone I don't know. It's a waste of, he said, time. And yeah, that's kind of the point, right? If the woman was interested, she would just give you her number, and then if she's not, she just wouldn't. Like you buying that flowers or whatever, she might give you your number, but that might be it. Another individual goes, says, ain't nobody doing all of that for someone who isn't generally interested. If you feel speaking to someone is a risk, you have bigger problems. Another individual says, does men sound like that to you? It sounds like we need education more than anything. I think women view us men as uncivilized, ill-mannered barbarians. You won't even give us a chance to show you if we are gentlemen or not. You immediately assume the worst before we can even get to the hello. From a TikToker who was African American, and she was giving some tips to white men who would like to date black women.
Yesterday, I posted a video about going on a date with a white man and just how good the date went. And so there was other, Caucasian men in my comments saying, we love our, black queens, they be wanting to approach us, but they don't know how or if we're interested. So I'm going to give y'all some advice. This is specifically for, Caucasian men or men of another race outside of African American men.
So basically, she's giving advice. I'm curious to hear these advice, but it's funny how giving advice for black women to date white men, these advice that she's giving are not for black men. That sounds racist as fuck.
So she says here, like she went on a date with a white man, all of that, and the advice that she would like to give is for all other groups of men except for African American men. I found that to be interesting because, if a black woman is interested in a man in general, why is there different advice for African American men versus white men? For me, that seems like, as an African American woman, she's already showing prejudice against African American men.
Question, I just had a thought. What if black men gave advice for white women? Would that same energy cross over? And the advice the black men give are not for black women, for white women only? for Latin women only? How do you think that sound? I'm just curious to know, would it be that same energy?
One, you got to be confident. I mean, you can't be scared of rejection. Like, you don't know this, but like a lot of African American women, like we like Caucasian.
Now in this part, she says, listen, white men, you know, we actually like you. Don't think that black women don't like you. And this is different because so many black women talk about how race loyal that they are to black men. But in her honest opinion, secretly, she feels like, hey, listen, we really like you guys. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. We're actually interested. Then she continues.
You know, we hear a lot of good things about y'all. So for that, and I know y'all hear things about us, other than that, y'all wouldn't be interested. So it's like, you got to be, you know, confident. You got to be slick. You got to be, you know, patient, nice, and sweet.
So from here,
I'm going to just say this. Black women, sisters, take that same energy of what she's saying and you apply that to a black man and you'll have somebody. Different strokes for different folks.
Goes, you got to be nice and sweet, charming, things like that. That's kind of general game, right? Because, you know, almost every woman would fall for something like this. So I didn't really see an issue there. But oh, wait till you hear this.
And, you know, we may have a certain look painted on our face, like, you know, we're not approachable, or we may look mean. You got to understand, you know, the type of woman you're approaching. And it's not easy being an African-American woman. So, you know, you come into her life, you be, you know, a positive light, you make her happy, you make her laugh, and then that frown will turn upside down. So
now she says, we may have a certain look painted on our face.
Yeah, that mean mugging face. And why should it be that individual's responsibility to turn that frown upside down? Your ass should already be approachable. Your frown should have already been turned upside down, your damn self. Why should it have to take a man to make you smile? Do you make yourself smile? Do you love yourself? Do you appreciate yourself? Why should it have to take someone else to do something for you that your ass should have been doing yourself all along?
But that does not mean that we're unapproachable. It's just hard being a black woman. And you can take our frown and turn it into a smile. So ultimately, I thought, why would you have a frown on your face? And even though she didn't say the reason why, I could guess that she meant black men, okay? So the reason why I have this resting face on me and I'm looking upset and I'm looking like, you know, I don't want to be bothered. It's just pretty much because black men have turned me into this. But if you're willing to overcome all that black men have done to me and turn my, you know, like I said, my frown into a smile and be my great white hope, then, you know, hey, I'll basically change. And I was thinking also, like, why would a white man want to go through all of that, or any man want to go through all of that just to talk to a woman, regardless of any race that she was, because you have this particular demeanor? I mean, and now I got to work extra hard to turn that frown into a smile. But hey, you're the white man.
It's not that man's responsibility. It's clear. A woman that wants that suggests that, or give that type of advice, that man is in for a long day. A large number of women, they put their past, they put their hurt, they put the shit that they've been carrying, they roll that shit into a big ass fireball and throw it at a man. And he's supposed to take all of that. Help me make it make sense. I cannot be making this shit up.
Although she may have a natural resting face, you don't know what she's going through or what she has going on in her mind. Because I am someone who have a natural resting face. I do. You would know I'm super happy, super chatty, or until you start talking to me. So I just don't think that you should cancel an African American woman just based on what you see, or if she doesn't have a welcoming demeanor.
Bullshit. If you walking around with your damn Grizzly on, and you acting more masculine than me, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not talking with you.
She is not. If you take the initiative and she is not interested, she's going to let you know that, you know, y'all interaction won't be that long. It won't be that bad. It just, you know, you'll express interest. If she's not interested, it'll be over. But a lot of African American women are more interested in Caucasian men than y'all actually realize.
So she continues on with this, like, hey, a lot of guys are afraid to approach black women because of our resting B face. But, hey, you can still talk to me because just because I have that face, it does not mean that I'm upset or I don't want to be talked to. It's just the way that I look. And again, I still found that interesting because this is what a lot of black men are complaining about. And she notices that this is a problem too. So she's also telling white men that this is the same problem that black men have been complaining about. And this is the same thing that LER movement was talking about in 2013. And I'm pretty sure they don't know each other, but yet we're still on this same topic.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
With the mean mugging, walking around with your Grizzly on. You chose to do that. Large number of women, instead of them taking responsibility and looking at themselves, a large number of women are so quick to blame shift. It's men's fault why we walk around with our Grizzly on. No, bitch, it's your fault why you walking around with your damn Grizzly on. You walking around mean mugging. Men ain't done nothing to you that damn bad to make you walk around publicly with your Grizzly on. Publicly behaving with that masculine energy. That's your choice.
Finally see what needs to be said. Black men, leave these black women alone. If you see them at the grocery store and you just trying to get to know her, leave her the hell alone. If you see her in the gym, leave her the hell alone. If you see her on the side of the road fixing her tire, put your head down, keep on going, leave her alone. If you see her pumping her own gas right next to you, put your head down, keep on going, and leave her the alone. Leave these black women alone, bro. Because they are waiting to get on social media to embarrass you and talk bad about your when simply you are trying to get to know them. Obviously, that is a crime right now. Until she send you a damn clue, a Blue's Clues, I don't give a damn what it is, some type of signal that she is interested. Leave this goddamn black woman alone, fellas.
Men, continue to read the room. Know who to talk to, know who not to talk to. Know who to approach, know who not to approach. It's just simple as that. And to the ladies, if you can't meet a man halfway, what's that say about you? Don't sit up there and expect a man to do everything and you not do nothing. Give an indication. Open a door of conversation. Give a man a compliment. Smile. Don't just look at him and say, well, I looked at him and he didn't say anything. How in the hell are you supposed to know? We're all not mind readers. Two good people know how to approach each other. Take that with you and go be great. One.
Somebody take me